Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Sooners will kick it away to start us off. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Gamecocks offense will go on the attack first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence. And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and
here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's when the offense will set up shop. The Sooners offense has the ball for the first time. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover and take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
I think oftentimes for a quarterback, accuracy goes down a little bit when you're not throwing from the pocket in a good throwing position. Every time you scramble, every time you start running, you really got to make sure that all of your fundamentals are in check. And that time, the quarterback just got a little bit out of whack, and that affected the accuracy on that throw.
They'll go to the ground. Past the first down marker and still running. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And the Sooners have their offense in high gear. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Ott. He's gonna lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Dances away to buy time. Finds a crease at the 20. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Down to the 18-yard line. It's 1st and 10. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Right back to him on the ground. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Sooners! the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got him downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Flips it out to the back. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now they'll try to cash in this drive, 1st and 10 from the 50.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Dropping back, it's Overton. Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Leaves it with the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. The Sooners can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the give to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. With the catch, it's Jacobs. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. 2nd down coming up. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Gamecocks will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Gives it on the option. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Running back searching for a hole. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unleashes one. Makes the grab outside. It's Sategna. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They've swapped ends of the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second and goal coming up. Now on the move. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Third and goal, where defensive coordinators have to make a stand. A design run for the quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
14, South Carolina, 0.
Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
They'll give it to the back. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been...
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. The Gamecocks pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. To throw, it's Overton. Here's the pressure. Got rid of it just in time. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hunt. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Makes the catch. It's Harbor. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He's going to take off. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on! Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that or in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical. It all started there.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finding open areas. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another 1st down and yet another big gain. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Buys a little time. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Takes the handoff. It's Ott. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Sooners are threatening on 1st and goal. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooner! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The defense calls the timeout, their 2nd of the day, as they try to get their act together. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Overton. He's got it. There he goes. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Now a lot of do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Wide receiver going in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The short hands, it's Jacobs. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. And the Gamecocks will call on their punt team. Nice punt, and he'll make the fair catch at the 6-yard line. And while you can quibble with that, I guess starting at the 6 is better than starting at the 1. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Leaves it with the back. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the corner of George Rogers Boulevard and Bluff Road, Williams-Brice Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Gamecocks will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work, trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Gets it past the marker. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with this field.
Going downfield for the big play. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds at the 21-yard line.
And just having a guy that can continually make plays on the ground, it just opens up space for your running back, for your receivers, makes you defend the whole field, and it's not always big gains, but you've seen him today, man. It keeps the offense in positive situations with just little plays here and there, knowing he's a threat.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play, and I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Overton. Makes the grab. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Keeps looking downfield. Breaks into the open. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Man-to-man coverage is a great opportunity for scrambling quarterbacks to take off and run because everybody on defense who's covering has their backs turned to the quarterback, obviously, because they're chasing an intended receiver or target. So good job that time by the quarterback knowing, I've got man coverage. If it's not open, I can take off and go make something positive happen.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. The Gamecocks want to move quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. It's complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Time to settle for the field goal. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. USF fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Facing a third down and short from the 26. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Pulls and fires complete. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Third down and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They're setting up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Takes it on the return. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. From the shotgun, they'll run it. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Trying play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. The Sooners decide to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. This should be the last play of the quarter. From the gun, running back gets the give. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up.
South Carolina, 6.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. We'll send the tight end in motion. Scanning the field, it's Overton. And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat. It's been that kind of day for this defense.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. We'll see if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. The inside handoff. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
6.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really depend on.
Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Still on his feet at the 45. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. To the air, it's Overton. Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Sooners are on the move. Scrambling away. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They built a huge lead. Now, incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Slings it downfield. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Kicking team kick.
That's one that's just inexcusable. Fair catch signal, you got to pull up. 15-yard penalty. Going with the ground game left. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Back to pass, it's Overton. Got a man, it's Sellers. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Lost to fire on second down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. And the Gamecocks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On third and short, the power run here. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running. Wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack.
And here comes... Sure, and there he goes down again. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback keeper. They'll knock for a loss of a couple. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Here we go.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And here's the third interception of the night. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly coming. It's to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, David.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so